Good morning. It is a glorious morning. It is really warm. It's going to turn out to be this beautiful day. And as of Thursday, I got off work and I am on a mini vacation. Just me. And no one was supposed to call me or contact me, but that's failed. Everybody, you say, I'm going on vacation, everybody calls you. It's like, what part of go away did you not understand? Anyway, at least it's people I love, so that works out. But after work on Thursday, I took off and I went down to the parsonage, and just me, and I've got just me until Monday evening, and I'm just kind of on a little mini vacation. There's lots of things I wanted to do, some things I wanted to try, and I just really needed a break from humanity for a while. So this morning, well, Thursday night, I just kind of crashed, super tired, got down there, out, and slept. And then yesterday, I spent the whole day building doll furniture and doll things for my dollhouse. And I brought little kids to create things with me. And I had forgotten some things. So my Austin was on his way to Homer. He graduated with his CDL yesterday, and I'm so proud of him. So that was a major milestone for him to cross. He did it. But he was on his way to Homer to celebrate with his best friend, and they were going camping and doing all that thing, which is where I'm on my way to now, is Homer. So I'm going to connect with Austin and Jacob, and I guess we're going to have some breakfast or brunch or lunch. I'm not sure. Food. We're going to have food. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. But I'm about probably 30 minutes away, but it's just been really cool. So I built little dollhouse things. Austin brought me on his way down some stuff that I had forgotten. Brought me my cloak, brought me my face cream stuff, and I forgot an embroidery hoop because I want to cross stitch some tiny little pillows for my dollhouse. And he can do it without them, but I'd rather have the hoop. So anyhow, he brought me all that stuff, and then he went down to go camping. So what is supposed to be a kid-free vacation is turning into anything but. And I'm just going to spend today, I'm going down to a gift shop, and I'm going to look around, and I really love this place because it sets right on the beach. It's right on the pier, and it's really neat because if the tide is in, you can hear the water under your feet, and the building sort of vibrates a little bit if the waves are really high. It's kind of an interesting experience, but it's a really cute little place, and the piers and boardwalks all have these really cool shops. I'm going to pop in and out of little shops. I'm going to wander around. I might wander down on the beach. I brought my wellies just in case, so I can wear my wellies. And it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have fun today. Anyhow, when I'm done with that, I'm going to go back to my little parsonage. I'm going to work some more on the book that I'm writing for a little while, and then I'm going to have some dinner and hang out with my puppy because I brought her with me. I didn't bring her on this trip because I'm only going to be gone a couple hours, but then I might do some cross-stitching of those little pillows. I bought a dollhouse book that has all these cool patterns in it, and you can copy them. And it's how to make furniture, how to make little cushions, how to make rugs, all this stuff. So I brought the stuff to try and experiment with all of them. In worst case scenario, they're all horrible and I fail, but I'm going to have fun doing it, whether I win, lose, or draw. I built a bookshelf for my dollhouse that turned out so pretty yesterday. I was really impressed with myself because I was like, this is not going to look the way I want it. I had this image in my head, and it did. It turned out. It took me like 4 or 5 hours, but it was so cute. And I did my nails, which was pointless because I got wood stain all over my nails. So I don't know why I bothered to do my nails because they're ruined now, but whatever. But anyway, I'm going to just take this little vacation. I'm going to enjoy this day. God has made this day so glorious and so beautiful and so amazing. And I'm just going to enjoy it. I've got a new outfit. I have this cute little long denim skirt, and I got me this cute little shirt, and it's light and it's airy, but I brought my parasol if it's too hot and my cloak if it's too cold. I'm set. So anyway, this is probably going to go up in pieces instead of one long video, but I'm just going to kind of vlog this little vacation, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it. But as we know, the whole point of this channel was so that later on down the road, when I'm no longer here, my grandkids can look back, and my kids can look back at all the crazy antics I got up to, and I just hope that maybe it'll inspire those that watch it to just get out and live their best life and love Jesus and just do everything and live in God's will. And there are so many reasons. So when people put together YouTube channels, they're like, oh, you have to have a purpose. I don't really have one. I just, whatever I'm doing, and I just hope that my life inspires you. And my life isn't always inspiring. I've had moments that absolutely downright sucked. And, you know, I've had some really good comments and good feedback on that. But just because I'm a counselor doesn't mean I have it together. I don't know if you've ever heard the expression, who counsels the counselor? Well, God counsels the counselor, and God sends really good sons and a husband that counsel the counselor. So I've had a really good day at week. There's been a lot go on at work, and things are starting to balance back out. I lost my coworker. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but she had to resign, and so I've been holding the floor by myself, and I've been doing pretty darn good. I gotta say that I have been doing pretty darn good for somebody who's holding down 16 men all by herself. So it's been really good. I've just been having to schedule everything very carefully. Every minute of my day is accounted for. I got to make sure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted and all that kind of thing. So I've been doing good. I have a good support system at work too. So anyway, I will talk to you guys probably later on today. Okay, so I just went and had lunch at the Harbor Grill, and I had a Philly cheesesteak that was really amazing. And now I'm going to go do some tootling about, popping in and out of shops, shopping. There's like, this is the pier behind me. And there's several of these that run up and down what is called the Homer Spit here in Alaska. So I'm gonna go look around in one and we'll just see what I come across. I like this little shop here. This literally sits on the ocean. This is what I was talking about. This is just some of the stuff that's in this really huge shop. I actually came in here looking for something in particular, and apparently they don't have it anymore. That's okay. I made one similar to it, but that was last summer, so it's not a surprise you wouldn't have anymore. But there are all kinds of really cool things in here, and so I just really like to shop it. It's got stuff you don't think of, handmade things that are made by local artisans, local craft people, and just straight up fun things that you'd have never found anywhere else. So I'm just gonna keep looking. That's cute. They have a darker colored one too. You hear me? Okay, so the strangest thing just happened. The last video ended because I didn't hit play again in time. But anyway, the coolest thing just happened. I went all the way to the shop so that I could find this blue necklace. It's really pretty and I just loved it, so I was hoping that they still had it. And the lady that owns the shop took it home, and I asked her if she still had it anywhere, and she did. She had taken it home, so she went ahead and let me pay for it. She's gonna mail it to me, so I get the pretty blue necklace after all. It looks like something a mermaid would wear. That's why I love it so much. It's just so pretty, and I don't normally buy frivolous, silly things like that, but I'll usually think about it. Do I really need something like that? Can I afford? Is it, or can I just justify the silliness for the moment? And this time, I can justify the silliness for the moment. So she's gonna mail it to me. I'm super excited I was able to get it. But this is just such a beautiful place. I'm gonna turn this around so you can actually see what it is I'm looking at. This is the Ketchikan Bay in Homer, Alaska. It is incredible. And it's such a warm and gorgeous day out. It is just unbelievable. This is the Homer Spit. On the other side of this long landmass that reaches out into the ocean is a harbor over there and an East End road, but this just goes on and on and on. This is behind the little shop that I was just in. I'm actually behind it, and the tide is in. So if you look straight down, this water will go all the way up and into, or underneath this building. It's on stilts. But that is the beautiful Ketchikan Bay. That little white dot way off in the distance over there is Mount Augustine. And it blew when I was in junior high. That was great fun. So, but this is my playground for my weekend. It is gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay, so I just got back in my car. Holy hot car. It is so warm in here. I'm gonna go wander around some more and just see what else I can find. I don't usually get to just go off by myself and do my own thing, so this is kind of novel and cool, and I'm loving it. But man, it's a really warm, beautiful day, and I spend so much time inside that I don't usually get to get out and be out and about, but today is going to be awesome, and I'm really going to enjoy this. So I'm going to go see what more I can discover and see more beautiful things, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, today is continuing to be a really beautiful day, but I did all the popping in and out and all the things, and I wanted to stop at the top of this hill on our way out of Homer because it has the most spectacular view. This is the Ketchikan Bay. It is just the most stunning place. This is an incredibly beautiful place to stop, especially when snow covers everything. It's like a winter wonderland, like this magical place that you could just literally get lost in. There are dozens of islands all along here. It's quite a ways over there, so I can't zoom in too far, but and that just goes right on out to the Pacific Ocean. It is so pretty here. Okay, so earlier you heard me talk about a place called the Homer Spit. That long stretch of land down there is where I was. It's kind of hard to see from here because it's a few miles away. But that has so many little shops, and it's a couple of miles long even though you can't tell it. So many little shops, fisheries, the Homer Ferry comes down there. It's got fishing places. And that road is a good 3 or 4 miles long from my guess, but you go from all the way up here, and then you take that road down, and you can go down onto the Homer Spit. And it's right now there are so many hundreds of cars down there because Memorial Day weekend, that is the busiest place. And all along the road, these little shops pop open, and you can buy the most unusual things. And I just really love it. And Alaska would not be Alaska if it didn't have dozens of little airplanes flying everywhere. There's a lot of pilots in Alaska. But anyway, thank you for spending part of your day with me. I'm sorry this had to be taken apart in parts and isn't the most professional filming job ever, but hey, I'm winging it here. So I will just, I guess, head on back to where I was and go back to Ninilchik and spend the rest of the day probably working on some stuff, or I need to get some writing done, so maybe I'll do that. And thank you for coming along with me for your day. I'll see you on the next.